life.
I guess I should talk then.
I mean, that's generally
Okay,
the thing.
so we are back with Stone's Whisper. We are in session number 3. And Shauna, you've been our note keeper. Would you like to give us the recap for last session?
I sure would. So last session, I believe we started off where the first one kind of ended. We just were playing a little bit of get to know you. And then we all decided to go to Turnip's friend Tucker's house for a soiree, I believe is what they called it. It wasn't far from where we were, so we showed up. Tucker is a very large man, a big farmhand. He's a kind of rugged looking but handsome little fella. And he very enthusiastically greeted Turnip, invited us all in. And we just kind of spent the evening getting some childhood stories about Turnip and just some kind of weird view into what it's like to be a hick in this world, and it was fascinating. It was wonderful. Tucker invited us all for a sleepover. The ladies did decline, but Hal stayed on a crusty kind of stained couch. That's fine. And then the ladies headed home. In the morning, we all woke up to see a bright yellow bird flying towards each of us. And as I got closer, we realized it was made of paper, and it was a letter from, or a summons from Cassandra saying that she had located another portal in the dock ward. At the Cunningham warehouse, she said to go and get rid of any creatures that have found their way through and to deal with the portal. So, off we set. I'm scrolling. There's a lot of little things I take notes on that don't matter.
Also, fight.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be, yeah. So the group met up at the warehouse. Eva cased the place, knowing it was like a warehouse where kind of a lot of illegal goods were moved through. It's known for taking in fenced materials and for being well guarded. So we were kind of weighing our options for how to get in there. And we were trying to come up with some elaborate plan when we heard screaming coming from in front of the building. So that was our plan right there. We ran in. There was a guy being waved around by a giant sort of like scorpion creature. And so we kind of entered the fray with that, fighting that. And as that fell, we kind of, Eva ran inside and saw the portal. So we managed to pretty easily after that fight convince them that we needed to be let inside to close the portal. So we ran in, fought some more things. Eva was turned invisible. We tried to close the portal. Hal was pushed through the portal. He spent a lot of time kind of in this world that was almost like an endless ocean we could see through there. And there was a bunch of creatures in there. Yes, it looked to be some sort of plane of water. We don't know. As we were fighting that, I think to believe, maintaining concentration, Eva at one point just kind of kicked a window open, rolled through it, and sprouted golden wings and hovered just outside the fight to remain closing the portal. Which she did. We finished off the last creatures, and I believe we are still standing in there as this kind of wears down.
Excellent. Yes, thank you very much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate someone else taking notes for me.
What I'm here for.
And I believe you guys are. It would help if I was on the right layer. I believe you guys are on level 2 here, so let me move you on over back to the warehouse. Here we go. And yes, the portal has sort of with this burst of magic from the stone that Eva was holding, the turnip. I just noticed that Chang joined. The turnip joke. The stone sort of flashed with this magic, and the portal closed. There is no more risk of any creatures coming through this one at this location. And you've managed to do it with everybody on the right side of the portal, which is also key. All the creatures that you defeated are gone. And because they were these strange water creatures, they pretty much you're just basically standing in a big puddle on the floor at this time. And you can sort of, there's this weird silence that happens after the battle. You know, the final foe is slain, the portal is closed, and then there's just this this silence as you kind of look around for a last foe and realize, no, you vanquished them all. The place you are in, the warehouse itself, you're sort of just in on the upper floor here, and it's a little bit. It looks quite well organized. There's not a ton of boxes and barrels and things standing around. There's lots of rooms with doors on it in here. And you don't see anything. You do know that this warehouse is a little bit on the suspicious side. There tend to be some goods moved through here that are not on the entirely on the up and up. But you really pretty much only see a couple of barrels down at the end of one hallway here. It doesn't look like maybe this warehouse is used that often, or it's in between shipments or something. It's a little bit strange. What would you guys like to do?
I know I turn to look at Eva and just go, holy shit.
What? Eva looks kind of dazed and like kind of leans back against the wall and like is visibly out of breath. Then like, what are you talking about?
Are your wings still up?
Yes, have not brought them down.
I just kind of gesture vaguely at you. The whole angel thing?
Oh, the fuck?
What do you mean the fuck?
This is news to me. I have no answers.
What? Okay. I'm just gonna like pull out a notebook and write something down.
I needed to get in here in a hurry, and this happened apparently.
That happens to you a lot, doesn't it?
I guess. Not the wings. This is a new thing.
Fascinating.
Well, job's done.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here. I don't want to be in this warehouse longer than we need.
Time to hit the old dusty trail.
I mean, this whole water's covered in dust.
I'm heading down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys head down the stairs. Oh, looks like our combat tracker is still going for some reason. There we go. You guys head down the stairs, and this part of the warehouse is a little bit more used. There's more boxes and barrels and crates and things down here. You make your way down, and the people who you assisted at the very beginning of this combat are here. Luca is still sort of sitting on the dock, and Vasco and Linda are both sort of helping him. They've got him sort of propped up against the wall, and they're giving him some kind of liquid, something to drink, and it doesn't look like a potion of healing, but you know, it'll probably help. Also, Mal comes sort of and peers up the stairs as you guys come down, and he says, where the hell did that come from?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Did you see it form? Spawn? I don't know.
No, we were all out here. None of us were upstairs. We were all down here. We were just seeing off a boat, and that was why we were near the water when that thing attacked.
Oh, God. Do you know if anyone was upstairs that might have seen it? Or is it just the four of you here today?
It was just the four of us today. We don't have anyone else working right now.
That's just convenient. All right.
Have you seen anyone suspicious walking around, paying more attention to the place than they should? Present company accepted.
I mean, we're not the most how can I put this? It's not the most savory neighborhood here.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of people wandering around, but I haven't seen anyone out of the ordinary, if that's what you mean.
Was there anyone of a magical persuasion on the boat? Could you tell me what was stored in there last?
In the boat, there was.
Mm.
I honestly don't know if there was anyone magical or not. They usually, magic folk don't really introduce yourselves as such. And we just unloaded the boat, and he sort of nods over to this stack of crates right here. He said, "We just unloaded the boat, put the goods there, and we're gonna get ready to. Yeah, saw the boat off, and we were gonna get ready to catalog them and move them out when everything happened."
Okay.
Are any of the crates open?
No, they are all closed.
You know what's in the crates already.
Goods?
Listen, let's just get this out. We don't care what you're fencing or dealing. I could not care less. I care about where this portal came from. Let's just get that out of the way quickly.
Give me a
Yeah.
persuasion. You can have advantage.
All right.
Yeah, I think Eva told him about that last session in Thieves' Cant that we're not
Yeah,
Mm.
she did.
interested in the thing. So yeah.
That's why you're getting advantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not very persuasive, but ooh, okay, that's what's
Ooh,
you go.
not bad at all.
He sort of looks you up and down, and then kind of like seems to acknowledge that you're not actually like one of the authorities, and you probably really don't care. And he sort of says, "It's Calamshite silks, from what I understand. I haven't opened the crates yet, but that's what I believe is being shipped inside of them." And there's a tariff on Calamshite silks, and so they're probably just being shipped here without any taxes.
Mhm. Sure. Curious.
okay. So
Nice.
nothing's
Do you
straight.
think they might be related? He says, and he sort of goes over, and he's got a crowbar kind of in a stack of tools nearby, and he says, I could open a few. We could have a look.
Yeah, maybe worth checking. There's
I'll-
nothing else.
I'll just go, wait, I want to be there in case something jumps out. And I'm standing there ready with the great sword.
You know what?
You're
He
just
hands you the
dripping
crowbar,
water.
and he steps back. Gotta
Oh,
get rid of these
okay.
bugs.
Yeah, and I take the crowbar, I just jam it into the crate, try to pry one of the tops off.
Sure. Yeah. No roll needed for that. It's a crate lid. You jam in the crowbar, you pry it off, and inside is indeed a bunch of quite beautiful Calamshite silk.
Hal immediately deflates a little.
Yeah, nothing jumps out at him. Darn it.
Did we check out the kind of site where the portal was, or did we just walk back?
As far as I know, you just walk down.
Okay, I'm going to go walk back upstairs and just look around and see if there's any like etchings or runes or carving or any evidence of like someone like magically putting a portal there.
Sure. Can you give me an investigation check, please?
I sure can. I will cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
So add 2 to whatever that is. Investigation. So 13.
You do find a little mark on the floor where the portal was.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like it's any kind of writing. It might be a rune, maybe if you squint at it. So you're not sure if it's related or not. It might just be a scuff on the floor. It might be something related to the portal.
Okay. I will. Is it like carved into the floor or written on or?
It looks more like a scorch mark, like it's like a dark black smudge.
Oh, okay. So nothing to like copy down. Okay. Well, I will take note of it, quite literally, and then head back downstairs.
Okay.
I will go to Mal and just say, comrade, was there anyone in your warehouse unattended for any period of time?
He turns and he looks at the others and he says, "It's just the 4 of us today. We got one other worker who he's on a days off right now, but I mean, we all are working in here, so occasionally we're not all together, but that's about it."
Was there anybody in your warehouse unattended since the attack on the city?
Again, just the four of us at various times.
What can you tell me about this other worker?
He's just like one of us. He's a dock hand. He's a good enough fella. His name's Roy.
Been with you a long time?
Yeah, a year now. I think he came. He was a sailor before that.
Okay. Keep that in mind, but it probably isn't anything.
Oh, I can't imagine Roy would do anything. He needs the job. He's hurting for cash right now. He's got a young one on the way.
Unfortunately, people that are hurting for cash are more likely to take money on the side.
Maybe you
Well, I
just
don't
give
mind if he
us
gets a
your
side gig.
coworkers. And maybe you just give us your coworker's home address. We'll stop in, make sure he's fine. Make sure he isn't that guy. Out of character.
You're not gonna hurt him or anything, right?
No.
To tell you honestly, friend, I could not care less what happens with the warehouse now that all the monsters are dead, but I suspect some of these people want to follow some loose ends.
Just want to roll him
No,
out.
no, we're not going to hurt him unless he starts something.
All right. Well, yeah. Then Roy, he lives, and he tells you where he lives. He lives in the dockward, not far from here. It's not even a 5-minute walk away.
And you've seen him since the attack on the city, yeah?
Yeah, he was at work yesterday.
Everything seemed fine with him? Didn't seem odd? Or...
Well, I mean, there were gargoyles attacking the city, so that was odd.
Well, yep.
But he reacted as one would expect someone to act in that situation. Yes, coward behind some crates.
Yeah, we all did.
Okay.
And if you think of anything that was off or unordinary, or if you clock something else, and I will write down just my work address. I'm just pop by here and ask for me, and let me know.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll do that.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking care of our little problem in the warehouse here.
Glad
Thanks
you're all
for
right.
not making us push you into the water.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, thank you for your cooperation.
Anytime. And if you,
Famish, who wants breakfast?
he looks at you, Eva, and he says, "If you ever need some goods moving, you know where to come."
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Obviously, I didn't see any of. None of us saw any of that.
He says,
yes.
"Any of what?" and gives you all a wink.
Exactly.
All right, off we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if we can go over to Waterdeep here. So are you heading straight to Roy's place? Is there anything else, anywhere else you would like to go? You're currently sort of here-ish in the dock ward.
How far is his place from us?
It's a 5-minute walk.
Oh yeah, might as well go there.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
Also, is anyone really hurt?
I'm medium hurt, but I've been worse.
Okay,
On a scale of 1 to 25, I'm at a 50.
Okay, all right. Well, I have exactly 1 spell left, so I will save it.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 24, I'm a 16. So.
All right. Okay. No one's terrible.
Did the map just shift for you guys?
Yes, we are now somehow at Waterdeep Way.
Oh, I see what happened.
We just did a big teleport.
That was my last spell slot that I was saying I had left.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, save it. Just in case something terrible happens.
I mean, it's 10 a.m., so there's definitely going to be something terrible that happens.
Yeah.
Does something terrible happen to you guys every day? Is this normal?
Waterdeep, baby.
You know, that's. Do you go? I was about to ask if you go seeking out fights. I don't know why I was going to ask that.
I mean, he does. He works for them, but I tend to try and avoid him. Although I don't. I also don't work every day, so.
I should hope not.
All right. So as you guys chit chat and head your way on over, it doesn't take long. As I said, it's like a 5-minute walk before you get to the address that's on the that you've been told that Roy lives at. It's he just lives just off of Fish Street in one of the little alleys. It's a pretty ramshackle little hut. It makes Tucker's house look good. Let's put it that way in terms of its structure. Um, it's the walls aren't the most solid. It looks like a good stiff wind and did blow it over. You see some damage from the gargoyles attack just sort of around in that area, which probably hasn't helped much. And it's pretty noisy in this section of town. You can hear the sound. There's a woman doing the washing, and you can hear the sound of like the water splashing. There's the sound of children running and playing, and yeah, probably working as well. Yay, old times. And you can also there's birds and things that are around, probably some rats as well, the big dock rats of Waterdeep, looking to scavenge some food. And it's just not a pleasant place. And when you guys go up, there's the door is sort of half open, and you can see that it's just letting some of the hot air out. This is summertime, and it's a warmish day, and it looks like this woman is baking some bread. She's got her oven going, and she's got the door open just to try and get a breeze through. And you can see she's fairly young. She looks like she's in maybe her early 20s. She's got long blonde hair that she's got tied back from her face, and she is quite heavily pregnant.
Don't two of us go around the back? Because people who are afraid sometimes decide they want to run. So two of us go around the back, the other two take a more forward approach.
Maybe me and Cora talk to them, and you two wait around the back?
I think that's probably for the best.
What, do you think my charming demeanor would put them off?
I think you might try to draft them for the wall.
He contemplates that for a moment. He goes, "No, you're right. I probably would."
Chris already. All right.
Right. Well, Turnip, why don't you and I go around the back and just make sure nobody tries to bolt out the back? Yeah.
I'll cast guidance on myself as we walk up.
Okay. She hears your footsteps, and the woman sort of looks towards you, as Turnip and Hal go around the back of the building. As you guys go around the back, you kind of realize that the back is no longer her living quarters. It looks like these buildings are just all just kind of jammed together. There might be doors in between them, you don't know, but the back actually goes around, and it's the entrance to someone else's living quarters. This fellow looks like a sailor. He's sitting, he's mending some nets, and he sort of looks up as you guys kind of approach from around the back, and he says, "You lot are a little bit too fancy to be wandering around these parts."
I mean, Hal probably looks himself up and down. I mean, if you say so, but I don't know. This isn't that nice. So, what's your catch of the day? Have you been out? I mean, it's kind of late in the day. I'm assuming you've been out already.
Yep, I'm back. It's all at the dock with the boats. I don't tend to bring too much. I brought myself a nice piece of fish home for dinner, but going out again tomorrow.
just gonna stand there and make small talk for a few minutes.
Okay.
I want to make
Turnip.
sure that nobody comes like climbing out a window or something.
Right. Okay. So you sit and chat with the fisherman guy. He's not super forthcoming, but he's just kind of like, what the hell is this fancy dude here doing here? Not that you're super fancy, but you're much fancier than he is.
Does he have all his fingers?
He does not.
That's my in. I'm gonna ask him like, I'm sure you've got a story. Fisherman missing a finger. There's a story there. Tell me about it.
Oh, and he does. It involves a sea monster and a fish and a ring that magically gets spit. At one point, like there's a genie in a lamp. Like the story just kind of goes all over the place. It's a good story though. And somehow he comes out victorious, minus the finger, obviously, and having caught the most giant fish you've ever heard of.
Yeah, but with his hands, bare hand, no rod, no spear. Just
that's how the fish got him.
Uphill both ways.
Loves it. That's what I'm here for.
So in the meantime, we have Eva and Cora around the
Mhm.
other side of the building, and like I said, this woman, as soon as she hears your footsteps, she turns and she approaches you, and you can clearly see concern on her face. She looks tired. She's got big red bags under her eyes, like dark circles, and she looks up and she says, "Roy," and then she realizes that you're not Roy, and she says, "Oh, sorry, I thought you might have been my husband."
We actually came by to check on him from some of his colleagues. Has he not been in?
No, he didn't come home yesterday. I thought he was just stuck at the warehouse doing repairs, but you were there?
Yes, we were just
sorry, go on.
there. No, go ahead.
Yeah, we were just in. They said he had today off.
He was supposed to have today off. But I just thought that he had to stay and work because of all the attacks that happened. I need to go. I need to go check. I need to go talk to them and find out. Oh dear. And she looks like she's about to burst into tears, and she's sort of running around the kitchen, just trying to like grab her things. You realize the kitchen is pretty much the house. There's not a lot more to this shack. And then she kind of realizes that there's bread half baked in the oven, and she sort of like stops and like pulls out this baked loaf of bread, and she puts it on the counter, and she kind of like looks up, surprised that you're still there.
Okay, calm down a second. Where, like, does he frequent any bars after work, or like, what might he have done? Where might he have gone on an ordinary day?
Sometimes he goes for a drink with the lads after work, but I I don't know. They just go to the local pub. I think that's where they go. They just have a drink, and then he always comes right home. This is not like him. I thought because of the attacks. Oh my goodness.
You've got enough to worry about at the moment. She looks at Cora, and says, "How about we have a look around and see if we can find him for you? I need you to like not put any more stress on yourself than you're already doing."
Would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please, yes, please find him. Tell him I'm very worried about him.
Guaranteed. So yeah, like as much information. Ask her for like as much information about like where the bar is, who he'd normally hang out with.
Sure. So she tells you there's a little pub that's again just like a 2-minute walk from the house. It's probably not one that either of you have heard of. Maybe one of the guys might have. But based on the area that you're in, you're not in for a treat. It's probably a bit of a dump. But she says that they've not been here long. They've only been here about a year, maybe a little bit longer. And so he was a sailor before that, and he got this job on the docks to sort of settle down with her. And they're a year into their marriage as well, and they don't know a ton of people in Waterdeep. mostly he hangs out with the people from work. They've got a few like friends nearby in the building complex they live in. But she says like it's not like him to sort of be missing, and it's unusual for him not to come home.
Now, the details that she gave, this was definitely me remembering and not at all Chris being like, "Psst, hey, that corpse I saw outside the warehouse, that looked kind of drained. Does it match the description at all?"
Yeah, it does.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I feel like Cora kind of has this dawning as she's giving the description and is saying all these
Like,
things.
Yeah,
and
like
just
maybe there's
standing in
like
the
a
back,
photo of the
silent.
two of them. There's like maybe a photo of the
Yeah.
two of them in the background, sort of thing that catches your eye,
Mm-hmm.
or a drawing.
Yeah,
with
drawing.
yeah.
And
I
I
realized
just,
what
yeah.
universe I was in then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of close my eyes for a minute and try to figure out how to break it to this woman. Do you mind if we come in for a moment, actually?
Of course, yes. If you have more questions, I'll help answer them any way I can. Hopefully we can find him quickly.
You want to sit down for a minute? You've been on your feet all day, and you're, look about ready to pop.
She goes over and she sits down and sort of like there's they've got two chairs in the house. Obviously, one is his and one is hers. You can see that her chair has like a little blanket and a little cushion on it. She's obviously tried to make it kind of nice. And she sits down. You hear the chair creak under her weight as she sits. And she sort of like she puts her feet up a little bit, and says, "There, that's a bit better." Okay, ask your question.
I'm going to give her husband's description, or give Roy's description back to her just to make sure I got it right. And like, I'm hoping somewhere I got it wrong, that she's like, "Oh no, he's blonde," or something like that.
No, you give it back to her and she's like, "Yes, that's it. You've got it right."
I kind of give Eva a quick look, and I'm gonna take this woman's hand. I'm so sorry. We've been so rude. What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Gertrude.
Gertrude. Well, lovely to meet you. I think that we actually have already found Roy.
You did? Oh, that's wonderful. Where is he?
I'm gonna kind of give her hands a squeeze and like, darling, I don't think he's coming home.
Seeing the look on your face, her smile like just drops, and she just sort of like shakes her head, and she says, "No, no," and obviously starts crying. And yeah, she's obviously very, very upset, and she says this to you. Where is he? I need to see him. I need to see him. Where is he?
He's outside the warehouse. I don't know if I would go look at him if I were you.
And she sort of puts her hand over her face for a minute, and sort of takes a big sobbing breath, and kind of tries to pull herself together, and she says, "Do you know what killed him? How did he die?"
He died fighting off this creature. He probably died protecting his friends.
That sounds like Roy.
Yes, he probably gave them the chance that they needed to fight it off themselves. He probably saved their life.
She nods, and she says, "Well, thank you for telling me. I'd better go and start making some arrangements." And she sort of stands up and starts packing up her bag again. It's time ready to head out to the dock ward and make arrangements.
I'm gonna
to do
pull out my coin pouch and I'm gonna give her 10 gold.
She looks at it and she looks at the just the amount of money and she just looks back at me and she's like, I can't accept this. This is so much money.
You can and you
That's-
should.
Yes, you've got a little one to look after. If not for yourself, then take it for them.
She gives you a hug, if your character allows it.
Yeah.
And
give her a big hug back.
She says, "Thank you so much. This will help me start my new life."
Yes, I'm so sorry.
And yeah, she starts to, like I said, she starts to sort of pack herself up and get ready to go and make arrangements and that kind of thing. You get the idea that she'll be okay. Obviously, she's very, very sad right now.
Yeah.
Broken. But she seems to be the resilient sort. She's already kind of making plans and talking about going and finding a friend who can help and all that kind of thing. And yeah, so she heads out. Do you have any further questions for her before she leaves?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. So it's I guess Turnip and Hal, you guys meet back up again. You've had a nice pleasant story about a fish and a magic lamp. Cora and Eva look quite somber when you see them.
I say we're just gonna juxtapose that terrible scene with like a scene of Hal sitting on like a stone or a stool, slapping his knee, laughing, going, "With just your thumb, you felled the mighty sea beast with just your thumb. Fantastic!"
And the guy's reveling in the story.
Cora,
He loves the fact that you're listening. He's got all the arm gestures going in, and he's doing the voices.
You just missed a wonderful story. Actually, hold on. Tell it again. They will love it. From the top.
Before you tell me the story, before you tell us the story again, I need obviously sees the guy lives like close to the new widow, and says, "I need you to do me a favor." To the sailor guy.
So he kind of sort of turns and looks at Hal and he says, "What's this lass that comes in and starts asking for favors?"
Oh, this one? She's the winged shadow.
Oh. Well then. Winged shadow, is it? What can I do for you?
So the lady, and what was her name? Sorry, it was
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Lady Gertrude lives next door to you.
Oh yeah, lovely lass.
Yeah, keep an eye on her for me, please. Make sure nothing bad happens.
Yeah, of course. I always look out. Her and Rory and I get along quite well. He's a good, very nice family.
Yeah. Let's just say she's had some bad news regarding him.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think he can kind of guess from my tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sort of leans back and he nods and he says, "I'll make sure she's all right."
Good. Thank you. Now, give us a fun story to take the edge off of this morning, please.
He launches into a completely new story. It is somehow about the same fish and losing the same finger.
Fantastic.
Hal doesn't care as long as he
this
tells
one does
it
not involve a
charismatically.
magic lamp. Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Hal doesn't care as long as he tells it charismatically.
Oh, he does.
Well, there you go. He's happy with it.
Hand gestures, voices, the whole nine. This
There's
time
a
it
whole
involves
new
a
third
magical
act
pony.
to the story.
Yeah.
The fish is definitely like an inch bigger this time.
Yep.
At least.
Foot bigger, you kidding?
When we leave, I will turn to Cora and just be like, "So what did we learn about? I'm sorry, Roy. Where's he gone off to? Is he off whoring?"
No, oh gods, no. I don't think I actually had time to mention it.
You didn't.
A body right, yes, I was a bit distracted by the portal and the water beings. No, outside the docks when we were fighting that horrible crustacean thing. I saw
There's bodies on the docks all the time.
his dead body.
You sure it was him?
Yes, matched his description to a T, saw a photo, everything. It was awful.
Oh.
He looked like he'd been drained of moisture. It was disgusting. But yes, no.
Oh, that's unusual for the docks. Normally it's like a knife between the ribs or something.
Well, yes, but I think it was kind of similar to the effect that the man that was grabbed whilst.
But didn't his friends say he wasn't there today, so he shouldn't have been there when the portal opened?
Might have been overnight. Can you think of anything that would have actually done that to a body?
But the portal didn't open until we were there.
We don't know how many creatures were pouring into the water. It could have been there for a while. Because when we looked through, right, it was leading to some sort of water. I mean, Hal, you were in there. It was just water, wasn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, the people at the warehouse hadn't seen him today, so it had to have happened after leaving last night, surely.
Yes, and his wife said he hadn't been home today, so she thought that he was just doing repairs at the warehouse. So
yeah, so it had to be something
last night. Has a very
night.
confused look on his face because he's like, no, something's wrong. This doesn't line up. Somebody's not being honest.
I mean, none of this lines up. There's portals being opened all over the city and horrible beasts attacking people, and it doesn't.
Yes, that part is fantastic. I don't care, but it's somebody. Somebody's got the times wrong.
I strongly doubt it's the widow. She seemed distraught to find him when we arrived, so back to the warehouse and interrogate a bit, I guess.
I suppose so.
At the very least, I suppose you guys can poke around the body.
Oh, yes, I suppose.
Have a chance to actually see if we can work out what did this.
Yes.
All right.
Back
to the warehouse you go.
Because I'm having a real hard time playing a stupid character. I'm sorry. It's hard.
I'm surprised you picked one, honestly.
I had to dump some stats, and it wasn't going to be charisma or strength.
Fair.
I'm just shifting things around on the map here. Hopefully you guys can all see.
I can, yes.
When you get back to the warehouse, things are not much different from when you left. I mean, it's not been that long. Mal is mopping the blood off of the dock over here. You can hear the sounds of movement from inside as a couple of the other guys are sort of shifting some of those crates around. And Luca is, I don't know if you can see him from your vantage point, but he's inside and he's just sort of sitting. They've got him a cup of tea at this point. And the body is right here. It's really easy to miss because it is right next to this wood pile. The only reason that Cora noticed it was that she stood right next to it during the combat and sort of it caught her attention out of the corner of her eye. It's really dried up and sort of he kind of looks like a piece of wood. But when you take a closer look, it is indeed a body, and it does indeed match Roy's description. When Mal sees you coming, he doesn't seem to have noticed the body, and he sees a lot of you and says, "I was expecting to see you lot back again so soon."
Did you?
I'm going to cut him off at the bridge before he gets to the body.
Maybe smart.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we went by Roy's house and he wasn't there. I wanted to clear up a couple things about when you guys last saw him because the widow gave us a different his wife gave us a different story.
He like clocks your use of the word widow and then you correcting yourself and he sort of like looks a little surprised. And he says, we saw him yesterday. And
was he the last one to leave the warehouse, or
No, after the attack, we all went for a quick drink at the bar. He'd sent a friend to go check on Gertrude, and everyone said she was fine. So we all went for just a quick drink just to settle our nerves after the craziness. And then we all went our separate ways.
And when you arrived
He
this
said,
morning
he says, Linda, you didn't see him, did you? Afterwards, you didn't. And she was like, no. He was he's talking to that fella. He left before I did. He left after I did.
Sorry,
Who's he
talking to which fella?
Oh, he was just chatting with someone at the bar.
What did that someone look like?
Oh, he was a bit of a fancier man, dressed a little bit fancier than we normally see in that kind. He had a hat on with a big feather, and was wearing. I don't know. It was a little bit funny. His clothes were sort of like torn, but you could tell they were nice linens, soft.
Does that fella frequent the bar often?
Oh, I've never seen him before.
Okay, well,
Did
I mean,
you-
thank you. We're just a little concerned about your friend. The docks is a dangerous place to go missing.
Did you catch anything they were talking about by any chance?
No, they were sort of chatting off in a corner. I just I don't know what the two of them had in common, but they were huddled together.
Okay. Which bar was it you went to?
It was the fingerless cod.
For a second there, I honestly thought you were going to say the Krusty Krab.
Because I think we've solved the mystery of your friend here, I'm afraid.
Well, actually, just one more thing. I have one more question before we jump to any conclusions. When you guys got here this morning to start receiving your shipment, did the warehouse seem clear then? There was no portals or monsters running about?
I mean, I didn't go upstairs. We just came and started unloading right away.
But you guys didn't hear anything moving around? No sloshing of water upstairs?
Well, we heard the rats, but I mean, we always hear the rats, things scurrying around. Didn't hear any water sloshing. Actually, now that you mention it, there was that leak in the roof. Maybe it wasn't a leak. Maybe it was one of those creatures dripping on the floor.
Well, okay, that satisfies my curiosity. I think I've got somewhat of a timeline pieced together now.
Yeah, I think I can put that together. Yeah, unfortunately, your friend made it about as far as over here, and like takes him over and points at his dead body.
Mal just he looks at him kind of like in horror, and he says, "I walked past him this morning."
We all did. You all did.
Oh, by the gods. Oh, poor Roy. Oh, poor Gertrude.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
she was
dear.
quite upset.
Right. Well, we'll deal with this. Don't you worry.
Or do you mind if we, have a look at him first to see if we can sort of figure out?
By all means.
All right. And I'm going to kneel down and I will cast guidance on myself and start examining the body.
Sure. Can you please give me a medicine check?
I sure can.
While Cora's doing that, are the rest of you assisting with that? Are you oh dear.
Yeah, if someone wants to help, that'd be cool.
Eva would probably assist. Okay. She knows enough about what kills people, being as it's her job, to be probably chillingly helpful.
Yeah, you'd be pointing out details, and I'd be like, "Oh, all right, okay."
Cora, can we get another medicine check from you then, please? And we'll take the
Okay,
that's more like it.
19 total.
You have a look and you're not sure, and then Eva starts pointing out some things, and here is what you guys discover. First of all, the body, you don't see any like obvious wounds. There's no knife wound, or it doesn't look like he's been bashed over the head or anything like that. It just looks, he looks sort of shriveled and dried up. And at first you think like maybe it's all the water's been sucked out of him. But it could also be that like all the life force has been sucked out of him.
As someone who does
Um,
deal necrotic damage upon occasion,
Yeah,
does it look familiar?
it does. It looks, yeah, it does. And there's definitely a magical aspect to this. It definitely seems to be some kind of necrotic draining energy. And you also notice that he's got something clasped in his hand. When
Can we
you
take a little
pull
peek?
back fingers, it's a stone. The stone is dark, and the stone it's like a black colored stone, and it has a rune on it, and it looks very similar to that symbol that you saw on the floor upstairs.
Hmm.
This one is less of a smudge. You can actually read it. But the shape is right, that if you had like drawn in charcoal or something on the floor and then it had gotten smudged by someone's foot, it would probably look very similar.
Hmm.
And you can make me an Arcana check if
Boy.
you would like to know more about the symbol.
I would. I presume I can't guidance that because I'm just thinking.
Yeah, probably not. But anyone who can see the
Ooh, good
symbol
roll.
can see it. I can do an Arcana
Beauty.
check. Cora's got a beautiful roll there. Nice. Cora, so you're not familiar with this exact symbol, but it looks to you like this would be used rather than just to drain energy, more like it would be used to transfer energy.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing what you know about the fact that the portal and that you found that symbol in both locations, it's
Mm-hmm.
highly probable that his life force was used to open the portal.
Wonder if his wife's going to be getting quite the sum of money soon.
Hal's just leaning over Cora and goes, check his pockets.
I'm going there. You don't have to. Yeah, all right. I'll pat him down.
Okay, he has literally nothing else on him.
Empty.
Hmm.
Well, I can sort of piece together a narrative here. Lords. All right.
Well, you always take payment up front. Isn't that right, Eva?
Yeah. And usually not with something like this.
I mean, if he was desperate to provide for his wife, right? It's nice.
True.
A good way to get a lot of money. Fuck. All right. How's it like 9 a.m. and I'm exhausted?
Yeah. Tempted to go and ask around at the bar, see if anyone else recognized the person, knew him from anywhere.
Yes, I agree. Why don't we go get ourselves
I
a drink and sort of ask some questions?
My guess from the CDO side of things is he was probably very heavily disguised, so I doubt we're going to get anything much out about him, but we can try.
Yes, yeah, might as well. Oh boy. All right.
Day drinking, day drinking, day drinking. Let's go.
It's been one of those days already.
Lord, all right, yes. All right, so you guys leave. You leave the warehouse district. Mel sort of waves you off again, and you guys head on over to the Fingerless Cod. When you get there, it is an incredibly seedy bar. It's one of those places where like the floor is always sticky, and the glasses always have like that. I want to say sheen, but sheen sounds shiny, and they're not. They've all got that like
Patina.
thin, crusty layer
Patina.
on them.
I think it's called a patina.
Yes, patina,
I was gonna say
perfect.
like a film.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of those places. It is currently closed. But there is someone in. He looks like he's probably the owner bartender. It's a little bit early in the morning for the place to be open for business. But you can see the through the window. You can see he's in there, and he's sweeping. It doesn't look like it's helping much, but he's sweeping. And just
Palms a
doing like
gold
all the.
piece. Sorry,
You
Hal's
do
just
what?
gonna palm a gold piece and slam it
Okay.
against the window, and then point at it, and then gesture like he wants a drink.
Uh,
Money
the
talks.
guy just like walks over and opens the door. He says, "Welcome, guests. Come
Aha!
on in. My bar is always open for folks such as yourselves."
First round's on me, and I walk right up to the bar.
Okay. He starts pouring. When he stands behind the bar, he's kind of got that like this is his life kind of thing. Like he just moves into it so smoothly, and he starts pouring the drinks and without even batting an eye. And it is not long before you each have a drink. He doesn't ask what you want; you just get what is on tap, and that is one choice. This is again not a fancy place.
Perfect.
And
And I
so you
slide
each
that.
have a glass in front of you, and he says, "Help yourselves, folks. I'll keep them coming as long as you keep the money coming."
I'll slide that whole gold piece across the bar to him.
He takes the gold. He gives you a nod. He bites on it, making sure it's actually gold. And he says, "Yeah, your dragons are good here."
That was just me opening the floor for people who want to talk to this guy. He's now been lubricated with cash.
So
Figure out our angle. Yeah, go ahead.
So we're here investigating some trouble. The portals that the gargoyles that attacked yesterday.
Oh, crazy.
How did you
Everyone's talking about it.
fare
It's
around here?
nuts. Did I what? Sorry.
How did you fare around here?
Ah, it was the same as everywhere else from what I heard. A few gargoyles. Fortunately, we had some assistance. And of course, Doc Ward. Most people here know how to fight a little bit, so we held our own. Held our own.
Fair. Good to hear.
Had to sweep up
And
some rubble from the street this morning.
and I bet business was decent last night with people settling their nerves a bit.
Oh yeah, we had quite a few people in, having a drink, hashing over the stories, checking in, making sure everyone was okay.
Did you hear about the Cunningham warehouse this morning?
Hear about the Cunningham warehouse?
Mm.
No.
There
Did they
was
have troubles with the gargoyles?
giant. Well, they had troubles yesterday, and then there was a giant sea creature this morning. Came in and attacked
Yeah.
them.
No way.
Big thing.
Can't wait to
And
hear
then
about that one. Mal will be down later on today, I guess. I'll get to hear the story fresh from the horse's mouth.
They regulars here.
Oh yeah, they usually come by after work.
They were here last night.
Hmm.
Okay.
Why are you asking about Mal?
'Cause there seems to be some wrinkle that's affecting them quite heavily. So what was his name? Sorry, Nick's brain not
Roy?
working entirely. Roy, yes. Do you remember Roy, the younger guy? Been there about a year.
Yeah, I know Roy.
He had a misadventure last night, and we want to kind of piece together what happened.
Well, I mean, he's gone missing. We're just trying to track him down. They're worried about him.
As I said,
Roy went
misadventure.
missing. Oh. Well, that's a shame. He's a nice fella.
Because we can piece together his timeline to him coming here, and they said he was talking to someone that was out of the ordinary.
Oh, yeah. He was.
Can you tell me anything about him?
Yeah. He was a noble pretending to be one of us. It's quite
All right.
funny, to be honest. Got his fine linens and dirtied them up and cut them up to make them look like rags.
Mm-hmm. You catch anything about
Pretended
where he
he
might have
didn't
been
have any
from?
money and then paid with gold pieces. Perfectly clean hands.
Sounds about right. Yep. Touristing
He,
as a regular.
what's that, sorry?
Touristing as a regular.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you maybe
Selling it.
catch anything about where he might have been from? Because the way we look at it, he might have been the last person to see our good friend that we can trace.
He didn't say where he was from. When he left, he took a hackney,
Hmm.
but I don't know where he went to.
Did he leave separately from Roy?
Yeah. Roy left first and then he left after. Looked a bit smug as well.
You
Interesting.
didn't catch his name or what they were talking about at all?
Well, I know I caught his name, but I doubt it was his real one.
Hey, anything's something to go on.
Mm-hmm.
He said his name was Randy.
Oh boy.
I bet you. Hal just elbows Eva and goes, I bet he was.
Maybe a little bad taste there, man, but probably accurate. Okay. Did he talk to anyone else here? Or was it just Roy he was interested in?
No, he talked to someone else. He talked to one of the sailors, but I don't know. They didn't talk very long.
Was it like the I got a business proposition for you kind of talk? You know, the kind.
So I didn't hear much. I was off delivering. I got the feeling he was fishing for someone to do something, probably illegal, which was why he was pretending to be one of us.
Tracks.
I'm going to roll insight even though I'm terrible at it. Is this guy holding something back?
Yeah, I would like to do that as well, actually. Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice roll, Hal.
Yeah.
I get a +1 on
Not
that.
such a great roll for me.
Hold on a second.
That is guidance.
Yes. I have unclaimed guidance.
So Hal, Eva, you're not sure. He's a little bit hard to judge. Hal, he seems to be being honest. He's definitely being a bit cagey with you, but you would expect that. Your strangers coming in questioning him about, he doesn't know who you are, and you're coming and questioning him about some of his friends or some of the locals at least. So there's an expected amount of caginess, but you don't get the feeling that he's holding anything back.
All right.
And he actually says, "Oh, hold up, Simon!" And he calls over, and there's a guy walking down the street, and he calls him in. He says, this here's Simon. He's the fellow that was talking to the fellow that was talking to Roy."
Fantastic. What a
And he says,
stroke of luck.
Simon, tell these guys about the fellow you talked with last night, the noble pretending to be rags to riches, or riches to rags, or whatever.
The interloper.
And Simon says, "Oh, I didn't like him. He gave me the creeps. He was
As in like too handsy or what?
No, he was just, I don't know. He wanted me to go and like draw a symbol on a floor, and he gave me a rock to hold while I did it. It sounded like there was magic in it, and I was just, I'm not having any of that. You don't know what you're dealing with when you mess with that stuff." I told him where he could stick his rock. I'll tell you that.
He offered you money for that, I'm guessing.
He did. He offered me a lot of money. That's the other reason I didn't take it. It was too much. No one offers
Good
that kind of
instincts.
money. And it doesn't go horribly wrong.
Good instincts. Can relate on that one. Okay. Did you catch a look at his face at all, or?
Yeah, a little bit. He was wearing a fake beard, though.
Okay.
He says I couldn't pick him up out of the lineup. I'll tell you that. He was the beard did what it was supposed to do. Man, I couldn't tell you what he actually looked like, but it was a terrible disguise.
Any eye
Bad
color?
disguise.
His eyes were weird. They were sort of yellowy.
Interesting. It's a good detail to have. What about anything about the way he talked seemed weird to you? Mannerisms,
He
verbal
talked
tics.
like a fancy pants.
Sure.
He spoke the Queen's English. He was very talked like this, but then he would forget and he would try and like talk like one of us. But it just
Out of character, this is just a question for the DM.
Yeah.
Are there independent hackneys, or is there like a company? Are there several companies who battle for turf?
There's definitely several companies as well as individuals, although I would think it would more likely be companies. But also wealthy people, such as what is being described, probably have their own.
Okay.
I will just ask anyways. Like, was it a company hackney, or did it look private?
It looked private.
Mm-hmm.
He hid it around the corner.
Master
Okay.
of subtlety, that one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody mugged him on his way in. You have to take a hackney down to the docks and walk into a bar.
Yeah, he didn't seem to have any bodyguards around him. It was just him on his own.
Just him on his own. I'll tell you what, someone did try to cut the strings of his purse, and he stopped him pretty damn quick.
Stopped him how?
Just touched him with his hand. Should have seen the guy's face.
What happened specifically?
I don't know, some kind of magic. His hand just started to like curl up.
Interesting. Okay. Well done you for spotting the obvious awful opportunity that was. You're alive today because of it. I guess we should go and talk to our employer and let her know what we found.
Yes.
Hal downs what's left of his beer and goes, well, let's go check where that hackney was first, and then we'll go make
I'll slide you my beer, too. I didn't want to touch that glass. It was a little...
Oh, yeah. He downs that whole thing in one.
Eva just kind of sipped hers and, like, passes you the drinks and passes you the remnants. She's not.
I feel like Cora picked hers up, looked for, like, a clean spot on the cup, and then just passed it along.
Okay, so you guys, you guys finish your drinks. And
I will. I'll tip the barman a gold for his time.
I mean, you had one drink each, and you already gave him a gold.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Are you?
Yeah, true. Actually,
you're welcome to throw it around, and just be aware of what you're doing if you're throwing around that kind of cash.
No, I'm not going to throw that kind of money around.
Okay.
Eva would be more wary than that.
Should be a little more savvy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, you head on out. When you leave, he closes up the bar again. He's not like leaving it open all day. And you see him and Simon sort of chatting a little bit. And you guys you said you're gonna head around the corner to where the hackney was.
I mean, it's right there. Might as well have a look, see if anything got dropped or if there's tracks or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go around the corner. There's not a lot there. There's kind of like a little spot where you could see where someone could like pull in and just get the hackney out of the way. There's some horse poop, and that is about it.
Well, I mean, at least now we know it's horse drawn.
That's
true. Big goats.
Are you alright?
Remember the blows to the
And
head
I'll
he took?
slash my notebook away. I mean, we can talk to Cassandra and see if she knows it. I mean, she's nobility. What if she knows a noble with yellow eyes?
Yellow eyes, feather in their hat, wears a fake beard,
But I don't
pretends
think
to be.
he regularly wears the fake
Rab.
beard, darling.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, they all saw him with a fake beard. Maybe he just can't grow facial hair and it just really gets to him.
You know what? I hadn't considered that, so thank you for your insight.
Hal taps his head. Is like, that's why you need me around. Thinking type.
Yes.
Yep, the brains of the operation. Just a shame you've taken so many head wounds.
I actually think
Just
it's helping him improve. Yeah. Like a protective layer for his fascinating thoughts. All right.
Every time I get hit in the head, it jostles the ideas around.
I'm sure it does.
So you get more new ones.
Scrambles them, yes.
Okay, guys. So you head on out of your out of the bar, and you start heading towards the fancier part of town. But as you walk through Docklord, you are jumped. However, we are going to save that until after the break because I don't think we're going to get through it in 10 minutes. So let's take our break now. We'll meet at 1:30, and we will pick up with you guys snacking things.
Sure.
All right.
Christmas gifts shine bright at Mappin and Webb. Explore our wide range of new and exclusive watches.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. And as we talked about before the break, you lot are walking back towards the nicer part of town. You're going to go speak with your contact, but you don't even make it very far out of the dock ward before you find yourselves as part of an ambush. And let me just move you on over to the ambush map that I happen to have right here.
Conveniently.
Convenient, right? So I would say that as you're walking, the four of you notice that like there's these people that they've sort of done this thing where one of them comes out of the alley, another one comes out of another alley, and the other one's in front of you, and you see the gleam of weapons. You are not surprised. You know that something is about to go down. And so weapons are drawn and you are attacked. So let's just start with everyone, please, rolling initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice, Eva.
All right, and Eva, as always, you have the option of switching initiatives. Do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to switch with someone?
Does anyone massively want to switch with me, or
No.
I think we're in okay order.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Eva, with that amazing initiative roll, you're up first
Mm.
while I put on some battle music.
Eva's kind of like, oh no, I've seen this trick before, not today. Steps forward and just like almost kind of casually, as if she's just like reaching in to give him some money, and then like swings around with a psychic blade.
Ooh. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, your roll hits. You see him. You see the glint. I should specify these are all humans, and they are all dressed as people who live in the dock ward. They look like potentially sailors or something like that.
Okay.
And he doesn't even seem to see it coming. He's so focused on just reaching out to attack you. You come in with your psychic blade, doing 7 points of damage. Nice, Eva. His eyes go wide, and he sort of steps back, surprised, and says,
Yep.
"Oh, you're gonna put up a fight, are ya?"
More than that, and swings around almost like a dancer's pirouette, and comes around with the other hand, like aiming for the jugular. Ah, fuck's sake. No, I can't do that at this level. That's really fucking annoying. I guess he like staggers back.
So he sees this coming, and he sort of like leans backwards, and the blade just sort of misses his throat, and he sort of says, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
We'll see. And that is where I end my turn. We don't seem to have the combat tracker up.
Oh, I can see it.
It's up on my
Really?
screen.
Oh, no. I mean the thing you can click in chat to end turn. Is not.
Oh, it'll pop up next because you were first.
All right.
It doesn't show
Oh,
up
I
the
see.
first
Okay, cool.
time. Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's a little weird glitch with the API.
Okay.
All right, this guy comes from around the corner, runs up, and is gonna go for Cora.
Oh, fuck off.
Actually, he's gonna stay here, and he's gonna shoot you with his hand crossbow.
Oh, double fuck off.
He misses you.
Yes.
He slips back into the shadows and is going to try to hide. Nope, he trips over something. He trips over something as he comes out, his arrow goes wide, and then he falls over it on his way back. And you just hear him clattering and swearing. And that's going to end his turn. However, the one next to Eva is up. This guy has a short sword, and he is going to attack you twice, Eva.
Uh-oh.
19.
That'll do it. Yep.
Okay, so you're going to take 6 piercing damage on that one. And here comes the second, 22.
Oh, yep, that'll do it too. That's gonna hurt. Okay,
3
not
piercing.
so much.
He grins at you, and he's got sort of like gross missing teeth, and they're all black and nasty. And he says, "Are you still enjoying the dance, little lady?" Cora, you're up.
I was gonna turn to the one that was fighting around the corner, but then I hear that one make that gross comment. And so I turn around. Can I squeeze through Turnip and Hal?
You can. It will cost you double your movement to get.
That's so fine. I just don't want to be in front of any of them. I'm like, sorry, excuse me, sorry. And I turn around to that guy and I go, fuck off. And I will cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom save, please.
Ugh.
Sure.
He grins at you and says, you first.
If you'll let me go, gladly. But that's
Hal.
Oh,
You got
God,
this guy
I
that's
hate being
stepping
like
out of the alley just slightly behind you there.
I hate being like a kind of honorable person because Hal is going to step up to him. As he steps forward, he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay.
And I will just turn to the guy in the alley and say, this is not a fight you can win, but if you search for death in glorious battle, attack. And I will hold my action. If he tries to hit me, I will hit back.
Okay. You are too honorable for your own good. He definitely, he just like looks at you like you're crazy. He doesn't even say anything. He just sweeps at you twice with his short sword. So you can go ahead and make that attack if you like.
Only a 7, so he takes 3 damage from Graze.
Right. That's such a good ability. Okay, so he sort of avoids your great sword. It's a little awkward in this sort of narrow alleyway that he is in. And here we go with his short sword twice. He misses with first attack. Will an 18 hit with your Shield of Faith? I don't
No.
think so, right? Nice.
It is 19.
So he like hits you and it just bounces off your force field. And he sort of like rolls his shoulders back and says, I guess I'm gonna have to hit you a bit harder.
Try if you must.
Turnip, you are up.
Okay. Bonus action, I will summon my Maul.
Cool.
I'm assuming I assume I saw him duck behind the corner.
Yeah, he was so loud.
Alright. And I'm gonna start beating his ass.
Okay.
Get him.
17.
Yeah, 17 is gonna hit.
Cool. 9 for now.
Okay. I'm still fighting them. Let's go with the blade. 15?
Will hit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's give him an additional 6 psychic damage.
Nice.
And then again comes around with the offhand. So advantage this time thanks to Vex. Oh, yes!
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
That
How
is
do you kill
8.
him?
20. I think she just like puts the second one in his throat and kind of leans close to him and says, "Why don't you stick it in me next time? Maybe I'll feel it."
Oh, that's good.
And then moves back this way. Gives a kind of approving nod to Cora, and yeah, that will be my turn.
All right. I'll take this guy initiative because he's dead. Okay, so this guy here, face to face with Turnip. He just says, "Come on, just die for me. Just looking for that little bit of cash." And he misses you twice. He's not having a good day. He's tripping over things. He's smacking walls instead of Turnip. He looks really frustrated, Turnip. Cora.
Alright, yeah, I give an approving nod to Eva.
There's a lot of approval going around.
Yes, it was a solid one-liner. I'm impressed. Oh, and also, I guess, good stabbing. And I'll just kind of, as we're having that conversation, just kind of reach over behind me and cast Toll the Dead on the guy fighting Turnip. I feel like Hal wants to do this by himself.
Okay.
So another wisdom save, and if you could do me a favor and fail this time, I would appreciate that.
Oh, sorry, I just can't
Just
help it.
kidding. That's okay. Yep. That's it. I've only got one spell slot left, and I'm saving it for one of these. If one of these bitches goes down, so that's it.
I
will
am
move
going
further
to
away,
swing
though.
the great sword. Another 7.
Oh.
You're having the same kind of day as my spy up there.
It's just all 7s. Well, it still takes 3 damage, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Hal. God, I can't wait to get second attack.
So you can miss twice.
Exactly, I can get 2 7s in one turn.
Really speed run things.
Okay, he's coming at you with his short sword. Twice. I think 17 will not hit, right? No, 13. Darn you and your high AC. Turn up.
Continue swing.
Yeah, that's what I get. Let's go.
Hell yeah, Turnip.
12.
Oh, how did he die? Turn up.
I just caved his chest in.
Awesome.
And
Fly backwards, lands on the ground.
yeah. Try to engage the guy in the alleyway. Try to reach through.
Or I'm gonna give him half cover, so he'll have +2 to his AC just because of that awkward corner.
Sure.
Although the way you're rolling, I don't think it'll matter. Eva.
Question for Hal. Do I get the impression Hal would be pissed off if I got involved with your fight with this guy?
He's never been upset with you guys intervening, but you probably would get the sense that he doesn't want to kill this guy. Monsters are one thing.
Sure.
Citizens
I
are a different
can't do non-lethal, so Eva will just kind of stay here, lean against the wall, and kind of cheer you on.
Awesome. Cora, what about you?
Yeah, same thing. I don't think she's ever killed a person. So, well, not on purpose. And so I'm just going to, I don't know, be useless. Use thaumaturgy to make the ground rumble beneath Hal so he looks cooler.
I'm gonna call that the help action, which will give Hal
dope.
advantage on his first
Oh, yeah.
attack.
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You totally were.
Just making faces behind my back.
Oh yeah.
All right, Hal.
A 24 to hit.
Awesome. Yes, that's definitely gonna hit. And that assistance definitely helped.
12 damage, but I'm gonna make it bludgeoning because I basically bring the greatsword across, and right at the last second I flip it to the flat of the blade and catch him in the side.
Sure. His head rings. It bounces off the wall. He's still standing, but he's looking a little stunned.
And I just say, "Your friends are down. Continue this at your own risk." And I will take a step.
He's gonna run. He runs up here, and then he runs out of both Hal's range and Turnip's range, so both of you have opportunity attacks if you would like to take them.
Hal doesn't. He just plants his greatsword in the ground and leans there.
That's enough.
Information
What
from
about
him would be
Turnip?
useful. Eva kind of yells to you both.
What about from the ones that you guys killed? And he seems disgruntled at that.
Turnip, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, I'll do non-lethal since
Sure.
Eva brought that up.
All right, that's enough to drop him.
I just stick my hammer out across the alleyway.
Awesome, yeah. He runs over it. He falls. He lands on the ground, and that.
I don't know, face first into the actual head of the hammer.
Oh, you're just clotheslining the guy with your giant hammer?
Yeah. Just boom, and he just ragdolled on the ground.
Awesome.
Right in the face.
Right in the face, and he does. He is, for the sake of the narrative, I'm going to say that he is still conscious, but he's just kind of like lying there, pretty dazed. So you guys have, if you want to talk to him, you may. And you've got the two corpses on the ground here, and it looks like Eva's taken a little bit of a hit from one of the short swords. She's bleeding a little bit.
You all right?
Kind of rounds on the crew and just goes, "There was no glory in this. We didn't have to kill these poor sods.
They came to kill us. I'm sorry, that's how it works here.
They
Eva
did,
is
but
kind
they're
of
misguided
leaning against the
idiots.
wall.
Look at us. They never stood a chance."
I have one mode when my life's on the line. Sorry. She's kind of leaning against the wall, in obvious pain. Single digits health pain.
All right, 1 minute. Hold still. Oh God! Oh boy, that's nasty. Okay. And I will put my hands on the wounds and cast my only remaining spell, which is a 2nd level cure wounds.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
So you heal for only 8.
That's more than I had. Thank you so much.
You're
Plus
welcome.
8.
I'm gonna turn.
That's grisly.
I'm gonna turn this guy on his belly and hog tie him.
Okay. He doesn't put up much of a fight. He's still pretty stunned from landing face first on the ground. You hog tie him, and he wiggles around a little bit, but it's you know what you're doing. You do a good job.
All right.
You're talking to him.
I'll wake him up.
Okay. Yeah. Like he's awake, and he sort of he says, please don't hurt me."
Y'all want to ask him some questions? I mean, y'all the one that told me to do that.
Thank you. Eva kind of kneels down in front of him and says, "So, who sent you to kill us?"
We were given some money by a guy on the docks.
What did he look like?
I don't know. He was wearing like a fake beard. He had fancy clothes that were all ripped up. Kind of weird yellowy eyes.
He surfaces again. And he sent you for us specifically? Described us?
Yeah. Said you'd been interfering. Said you were wealthy and we could take whatever money we found on your corpses.
And did he offer you money of his own? Or just ours?
No, he offered us some of his as well. That's where I got my nice new sword here.
Neat. Let me guess, he offered you a lot of money? Or just a reasonable job?
Yeah, 2 gold pieces each.
Worth that little? Fucking hell.
I don't know what the going rate on life is these days. You couldn't, like, by chance tell him that you killed us, right? Just to say that, oh, I did it, success.
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can do that. Yes.
Sounds. I would say avoid him if you can, but like also if he bumps into you, just say, "Yep, you did it. We're dead."
Okay. Yep.
What? Did you spot anything about him? Did he tell you anything? Like, what did you notice about him?
He was pretending to be something he wasn't, I'll tell you that. And he said you were interfering and causing problems. And he knows that life is cheap out here on the docks, but he would offer us a decent reward if we put an end to you. Didn't really question him too much about that.
Hal just calls over. Ask him where they were supposed to meet to tell him the job was done.
Yeah, that too. How long ago?
I wasn't.
You wasn't? What, you just took it on word? Did you do it?
Yeah, I guess. He said he'd find us if we didn't. Kind of believed him.
I would maybe consider getting out of town if I was you. So how long ago did he ask you to kill us? Like, how long are we talking?
I don't know, half an hour?
And where was
Jeez,
this?
this whole investigation's been like an hour total.
Hmm.
He was
Where did he find you?
it, near the fingerless cod.
Half an hour ago near the fingerless cod.
You pulled a piece of my hair. Is that bad?
Oh
Very.
shit.
Very, I'm afraid.
What
I
does
would
that
make-
mean?
I would get scared real, like just fucking leave town, like now, like go.
Yeah. She's
Turnip, can you
gonna
untie
like.
the man?
I mean, Eva was gonna like use the psychic blade to just like
Oh.
cut through the bindings, if assuming no one has any objection.
No, hold on.
All right, we'll let you untie
I'll
him.
do the
Yeah.
damn thing myself. What the hell you doing? That's a good rope.
Sorry. Instincts. When all you have is
I'll-
daggers,
I'll
every
undo it.
problem.
I'll just undo the
Your
knot
problem
and
is like
everything.
cut rope.
Mm.
I would ask you your name, but I feel like it's better if we don't know it. Just get out of town. Go, run, start a new life. Stop trying to kill people, first of all. That's rude.
He when you untie him, Turnip, he just turns and runs.
Oh, get out here.
Go
I'm
on.
gonna shoot him in the ass. Goddamn.
Yeah, he runs and you just see him running down the street until he disappears.
I turned to the group.
It's just gonna pat down this dead guy, and then he takes the weapon that was next to the dead guy, puts it back in his hand, closes his hand over it, and closes the guy's eyes.
Okay. Yeah, so when you pat him down, you find 2 gold pieces in his pocket. Very little other money. He's probably got a few copper pieces as well. And this sword that you've put back in his hand. And he's also got a hand crossbow.
I'll take those 2 gold pieces, and I'm gonna walk over here and just throw them at Eva's feet and be like, "I believe that's the going rate for a corpse."
Not for my work, it isn't.
I stop and I turn to Eva, known paid killer. You're not going to like, if he's like, hey, kill your coworkers, here's 50 gold or whatever. You're not gonna like try to,
No. No. Because, like, he's gonna want to kill me too. Fuck that noise. Why would I want to do that?
I'm just checking. I quite enjoy being alive. Is one of my favorite things to be.
I mean, I'm alive thanks to you. We're all alive thanks to each other. Why would I risk that?
That's what I was hoping you would say. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to like really put that out in the open.
I'm gonna check these guys over while I'm having this conversation. Just like check that this guy doesn't have anything outside of what you said about the other one.
Sure. Yeah, same deal. You get the idea that like these are not paid killers. These are people who were looking for some quick, easy cash, and thought that you guys were that chance. Same deal. He's got. It seems like they got a 3-for-1 on the crossbows and swords. They're all carrying similar weapons, and obvious. They, just regular sailor clothes. Judging by like their hands and their weathered faces, you get the idea that they spent most of their lives outside, so they probably, have been on the boats all their lives. And yeah, just these 2 gold pieces. That was apparently what your life was worth.
I'm offended it was that cheap. He clearly doesn't
Well,
know who
I
we are.
don't know. I don't think I'm that interesting. I think 2 gold pieces would be quite nice.
The
Anyway.
intent was clearly not to kill us. It was just to tire us.
It was.
This won't end
Yes.
until we deal with him.
This was
I'm
a foray to see
tapped.
what we can do.
I also worry about how fast he acted. I mean, this has been an hour since we fought the things. He's
He's been
fast.
following us since the docks. I guarantee it.
I don't know if
He
he's
sent
not
somebody
watching
to
us right
open
now.
a portal, and he never left. He stayed there to watch.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's like someone looking at us.
I was just going to ask, can I get everyone to please make me a perception check?
Can I cast guidance because I'm aware that I'm doing this?
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
Oh, nice
27.
roll.
Nice.
I'm paranoid right now and just like scanning everywhere.
So, Turnip and Hal, you guys are looking around. You're sort of looking, you're talking and you're just kind of talking about, is this guy watching us? What's going on? Cora and Eva, you guys both get the idea to look up. And when you do, you see on the near the edge of one of the buildings is a floating eye,
Oh, fuck.
and it seems to be watching you. And when you
Ah.
notice it, it sort of winks out of existence. Literally, it winks at you.
Mm. Yeah. Of course, it has to be magical surveillance.
Fuck. Should we get going to our contact whose name I don't want to say
Yes.
out loud in front of the magical floating eyeball?
I think we definitely should.
All right. I'm going to turn around and flip off, like give double birds to where the eyeball was, just in case it's still watching.
I think
Okay.
I think we've been careful enough. I don't think we've mentioned the name yet. So I think
No,
we're good.
let's not.
Yeah.
Hal just turns to you and goes, I don't even remember their name.
I love that for you so much, genuinely.
It was the lady who employs ghosts. That's all I remember.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay, well, let's go.
Okay, you guys head out, and I just realized I spent so much time putting dynamic lighting on this map, and I didn't actually turn it on.
Aw.
No,
No, I
we
did
can
myself.
reuse it. We won't tell anyone.
Making sure I turn it on any other maps I have going today.
I'm sure we'll get jumped in the dock wards again before this campaign is over.
If you see this map again, you'll know why. It was like turned one without the roof, so that like as you guys were walking past buildings, you would get like little peeks into them. I thought that would be cool, but now you can just see
Yeah.
inside
Oh,
of
that would be.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been. That's a shame.
Oh, well.
Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so you guys head on over to Cassandra's home. Is there anything you guys want to do along the way, or are you happy for me to just take you straight there?
Other than keeping an eye out, I think I'm okay to go straight there.
Yeah,
Alright.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Cassandra's house it is.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a minute to do this. Let's get my spell slots back because we haven't taken a short rest.
Sure.
Yeah, I have
Actually, I
no
would be
spells
happy to
left.
call your walk to Cassandra's a short rest.
Okay.
You're not exerting yourself strenuously, you're just sort of walking to another location. So if you want to short rest in that time, you can. In terms of if that changes what you do here, then that's fine.
Okay, then I'll keep the magical. I'll keep
Yeah.
that.
I'll
cunning charge then.
I use a
Okay.
hit dice while we're traveling, I guess.
Sure,
I
yeah.
roll as well.
Oh
Cool.
wow.
I will
19.
do the same. I don't think. I
Roll
think I
better
get.
than them?
I mean, I'm not down that much, but I just, might as well.
Oh, nice help.
I'm back up to full.
So am I. That's all I needed. That's more than I needed.
Do I use another hit dice? I probably should.
I can't heal you again.
Yeah, that's fine. I use another hit dice.
I
I have
have-
some emergency healing if someone goes down. So
Okay.
I was gonna say I have one spell slot left that I'm saving for cure wounds if it comes to it.
I mean, I have, the good old medicine check stabilization, but I can't get you back up. I do get my channel divinity back though, which is nice. I think. I can still short rest. Yeah.
I know all these new rules, eh?
Oh no, so it's one use back on a short rest, all uses back on a long rest. I'm not gonna. That's fine. I only used one anyway. I will also, as we're walking, just kind of a little paranoid, I will cast Blessing of the Trickster on myself.
Okay, what does that
So just
do?
kind of it gives me advantage on stealth checks just until I use it again or I finish long rest. And I have unlimited uses of it.
Cool.
So I will use that in the shadows, just kind of hug to my feet a little tighter.
Sure. That's a good point, actually. Are you guys trying to sort of go a little bit more subtly as you walk, or are you just...
Yeah, I would say that we try to keep
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Try and keep it low
unnoticed.
profile. Yeah.
I don't think Hal understands the concept of subtle. He's a gladiatorial fighter. Like, he wants attention.
Why don't you walk in the street and we'll kind of like be off to the side? I'm kidding. I don't actually think I am kidding.
What about Turnip? Turnip, are you going sort of the more stealthy route, or are you
I'm just
kind of
walking, just kind of walking the street.
just kind of walking?
Okay, well, maybe Eva and I can be like following off to the side, keeping more of a close eye out to make sure no one's following us.
Sure. So
Yeah,
let's
that
get
makes sense,
stealth
yeah.
checks from Eva and Cora, as well as
Okay.
perception checks from the group, please.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself as well, so I have advantage and guidance. 21 for stealth.
Nice stealth. Eva and Cora, you guys just basically the two ladies just like fade into the shadows. Hal and Turnip, you can barely see where they've gone. You know they're there. Hal, it is a glorious sunny day, and you have been victorious in so much combat lately. That's all you like see as you walk. Your own glory.
He's basically just doing like the Vince McMahon down the road.
Oh, amazing.
How do you aim these references directly at me, my dude?
That's just I know what hits. Unlike Hal.
There's the gif of it in Stone's text.
That's amazing. Yes. Okay, so the group of you travel towards your contact's house, Cassandra's house. It is, you don't see the eyeball again. So that's a good thing. You don't know if you're being watched magically or not, but you don't see any physical signs of being watched, either magically or otherwise. And you make your way to Cassandra's home. The lady is at home when you show up, and you are. It's another one of that weird situation. How the ghost is back. You knock on the door, and the door is opened by an invisible servant, an unseen servant, and the door. When you come in, the door closes behind you. And you hear Cassandra's voice say, "Come on through. I'm in the study," which is the room that you've spoken to her in last time, the library, I guess. The couch is still there. Turnip, it has not been sold. And she asks her unseen servant for tea, and she says, "How did it go? You look." You look a little like you were in a fight, so I suppose you were victorious?
We
The battle was
dealt with-
glorious. Somebody is working against you in the city.
Yes. Do you have any specifics?
So we dealt with the portal. It looks like whoever it is who's working against you hired someone, a local, to activate the portal, and in doing so, it killed him. And I'll show her the stone with the rune on it.
She takes a stone and she looks at it and she says, This is fascinating. May I keep this?"
I mean, I don't think we've got any use for it. He seems like he stayed to watch because he then followed us on our investigation and then hired some hobbyists to kill us.
Oh dear, it's progressing a little quicker than I had thought. This is very worrying.
We know he is noble, or seems to be, has that bearing, has that way of speech. He very badly tried to disguise himself. to interact with the locals, and locals know a tourist when they see one.
Hmm.
Additionally, we know he has green eyes and reasonable aptitude for magic. He had a
Yellow eyes.
yellow eyes. Sorry, yes, yellow eyes and a reasonable aptitude for magic. He had some kind of arcane eye thing following us.
Oh.
Does that sound like someone you know?
It doesn't, but the surveillance is concerning. Fortunately, this house at least is warded against people getting attention where it is not allowed. We are safe to speak here, but I would be very careful of what you say outside of this home. And be careful of what you do. If he has seen you, he is more likely to be able to scry on you in the future. The more he knows you, the better he knows you, the more of a magical link he is able to form. If you have left anything behind, be careful not to do that, because that will give him even more of a link to you.
I mean, these people bled everywhere, but that's...
I may have bled a little bit, but not much. I hope not much.
Well, blood is a very powerful
Oh,
link.
Lord. Okay,
We will be careful, and I will look into getting you some kinds of protections.
That would be appreciated.
yes.
So like, what are we supposed to do? Like, not bleed or something?
If
So just-
possible, yes.
Well,
I mean, it's
I
good
suppose
advice
that
for life.
easier said than done.
It certainly is easier said than done, I'm afraid, but if he is able to get your blood, then you are even more at risk.
You think that's bad?
He took the guy's hair, right? So I imagine he can use bits of body to, I don't know, do tracking or something.
Oh, it can't be
sorry,
worse than the last time.
What do you mean than the last time?
Then he's
No,
definitely capable of a powerful scrying spell.
Right, and that means he's got a certain aptitude for magics. Fuck. It's the word of the day.
I'm going to be honest, all of this is over my head, but can you do the same thing to him that he's doing to us with that little rock that we have for you there?
I can try. It is often... People with magical aptitude often ward themselves against other people with magical aptitude. But I will attempt to scry on him and see what I can learn. Please give me the best description of him that you can. And you don't have to actually give me the description, but I imagine you fill her in on what
Eva will give the best
learned.
description she can, yeah.
Okay. I'd have been writing
If
down
you
all the
can't-
details too.
If you can't find him, can you find more of those rocks?
True. And we know where the next portal is sort of going to be, or could stop it.
That is a very interesting thought. I can certainly try and do that. I would also like
Hal
to
just
know...
turns to the group and taps his head again. Like,
It's true, you're the smartest of us by far.
I would like to know more about how these portals work, if possible. If you can capture one of the creatures that comes through, and that would allow me to study it, and I might learn more about the portals.
So far, everything that's come through has exploded in our face once we've hit it enough. I don't know about capturing one.
I know it's not the easiest of tasks. Just if you can. If you cannot, we'll work with the stones and what we have.
I would say it can't hurt to try, but it can very much hurt. But we will try.
I will cast a scrying spell on the stones for the moment to see if we can discover where another portal may be, and then I will attempt to cast a spell on him this evening after I've recovered, to try and scry on this mysterious person who seems to be causing us so much trouble. You are welcome to stay here while I cast the spell, or you're welcome to go about your business and I will contact you when I know more.
Being somewhere warded sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, that sounds quite nice. I can, if you've got just like a quiet place to sit, I've got stuff I can do just sitting here. That's fine.
No, certainly. You're welcome to stay here, and I'll have the servant prepare you some food.
Ooh,
And the unseen servant totters off and comes back with like a light lunch, just some sandwiches and tea and that kind of stuff.
oh,
And Cassandra heads upstairs to her office where
Miss Cassandra,
oh yes.
before you do all that, I like to y'all forgive me for not being gentlemanly about this, but there is a matter of payment.
Oh, of course, yes. And she takes out four. No, you know what? She just takes out one bag and she hands it to you. Or actually, she takes it and it floats over to you.
ooh.
And inside is the promised gold.
Which is how
That
much again? It was
was
10 for
mm,
taking the job and 10 for finishing the job.
Correct. So I think she already gave you 10, right? For taking the job.
Yeah.
And then she's giving you an additional 10 gold pieces for closing this portal.
All right, gather round. I'll divvy it out. 5, 10. You can count.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
and
Hal
so
can
she
count.
heads upstairs, and you hear there are some mystical, magical noises that come from upstairs. It takes her about an hour, and you guys have sort of the run of her house while she is up there casting. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to do?
I am dying to look around everywhere, but I don't want to do it, but I really do.
So, looking around the room, like the room that you're in, there's lots of books on all matter of subjects. There's definitely a leaning towards more books about the arcane than anything else. That obviously seems to be a particular interest to her. Um, but there's also books just on different types of creatures and geology and history, and also some novels and all that kind of thing. She's got a pretty broad range, pretty full library. There's also some interesting magical little trinkets on the shelves. Um, a bird that constantly dips its beak in water and out. She's got one of the paintings on the wall actually moves. It's a picture of like a seascape, and
Ooh,
it's very soothing. You can actually just see like the waves crashing onto the shore and the boat bobbing in the water.
oh, God,
Um,
that's awesome.
yeah, just just some like little subtle. There's nothing overtly in your face about it, but everything in here is a very like she's obviously got money if she's got this size of a library and sort of these magical items that are you've probably seen most of them around, but I don't know if you would have ever owned any. They're kind of out of the realm of something that most people would buy for their own homes. You'd have to be a little bit wealthier to be able to afford some of these fancier things. She's got lights with that have like ever burning flames on them, and just those kind of touches. Also, lots of plants, lots of greenery. It's quite a pleasant, comfortable space to be. Um, and yeah, like I said, she doesn't seem to have any problems with you guys going about her house. And after about an hour, she comes back down and she says, I was able to locate another stone. This one is in the dock ward again, and I think it's already been set off.
Up until now, Hal's just been sitting there staring at the finger sandwiches, his stomach like occasionally growling. And then at the mention of there's another portal, he just stands up, grabs like 3 of them, and says, "Well, let's go."
Eva like puts down the book that she's found from the shelf. She just picks something up at random to read and
Yeah.
sighs and puts it down. Whereabouts?
And she gives you the location in, like I said, it's in the dock ward. And again, it seems like these ones, or at least the latest set, seem to be in places that are um, not so nice.
Mhm.
This
Mhm.
one is just off of Net Street. in the dock ward, and it is, and she sort of says, I can't pinpoint exactly where it is, but it is somewhere on Net Street.
I suppose that'll make itself obvious.
Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of resources to deal with this, so this might be a bit more of a challenge than this morning has been.
Yes, I have absolutely fuck all left for spells. And even have like a dagger or something I could borrow just for the time.
Got a javelin.
Yeah.
Cassandra walks over to a drawer and she pulls out a dagger and she hands it to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're most welcome. If you feel that this is too much for you, I can alert the city guard and they can at least handle the creature or creatures that come through the portal. And
Their
we can leave
assistance
them to
might be
close it
welcomed.
if you do not feel you're capable at this time.
I feel like we could close it. We just might need some assistance with dealing with stuff that comes through.
Yes.
Yeah, because Hal last time, he almost drowned.
Oh, that's true. Oh, also, that's something of note is, so the first portal we saw went towards like a dusty sort of foggy landscape. And this one that we just saw was entirely underwater, like an entire, just infinite water.
Interesting.
So they're going to different places.
I assume the next one's about fire or something.
Oh, I hope not.
Possibly. That doesn't sound like something your DM would have prepared.
Don't give the DM ideas.
I hope the next one's like a plane of just like little small things that don't fight, you know, just like little,
like small sandwiches like these ones.
Oh yes, the plane. Like, is there like a plane of sweets?
Maybe it's a plane of flumps.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, so we could just stand there, close the portal.
Maybe pet the flumps and then go.
Yes, maybe just like take a little traipse around in the plane for a bit, then come back. All right, let's go get attacked by things yet again.
Yeah.
So, first question is, do you want to alert the city guard? Alerting the city guard will mean that you guys have less, A, say in what happens, and B, will be sort of, it'll be known kind of what you're doing. But Cassandra seems open to that. She doesn't seem to want you dead. Your other option is trying to take it on yourself. And that way you have a little bit more autonomy. You can do what you want.
Autonomy.
Is there a way to have the guards on standby? So if someone runs into the street screaming help, that they are ready?
Yeah, Cassandra could probably manage that.
All right.
Look at you guys recruiting citizens to help fight our battles. I remember somebody else doing that at the start and getting shit for it.
These are not citizens. These are gods. It's different.
Yeah, they get paid for this.
Yeah, they get paid to do this. They signed up. This is literally their gig.
Even y'all
get paid to bust skulls at bar fights, not fight incursions.
I mean,
well, we was seeing them fight yesterday. We's even got 2 guards over down in Yoku. They's help fend off them giant badgers and stuff.
Maybe they can use us to like get a raise or something. I don't know, but I feel less bad about this. It's their job.
Hal will turn to Eva and say, "Will alerting the guards cause troubles for you?"
Probably not. I don't think they even know who I am.
Not exactly what I meant, considering the last place a portal opened.
Oh, right, in a city.
Hal waggles his eyebrows, like, huh? Like your ties to the underworld?
I strongly doubt they know who I am. I don't care. It's probably fine.
Hal, you've got the subtlety of a brick to the face. I love it.
And then, I guess as we make our way there, Hal's just going to be like, do you guys think maybe somebody's just trying to make a play to take over a lot of the underworld? First portal was in a warehouse storing illicit goods.
But all
this
of the
one
other
seems to be
portals
opening
were...
in another seedy part of town.
But the
Yes,
portals were everywhere, right?
yesterday it was all over the place.
I imagine they're trying to strike places where there's just less likely to be guards or something like that, right? Less presence, more subtlety. Also, more people willing to take coin to do CD work. You know, if someone offered me 2 gold to go and set off some mysterious portal, I would say no, but I'm not destitute.
Yeah, it's not the sort of
And
work
yeah, I
I've
guess
done in the past, but I mean, if I was desperate, then maybe.
Well, there you have it. I'm kidding.
And I guess the final decision was we were going to call the guards. Yeah.
I think maybe have them on like a standby.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to try to capture one of these creatures, we don't want one of them poking at it. We don't want them going through the portal and blah 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 blah. I don't know.
How about we just tell them to make sure that the fighting doesn't like spill out onto the streets?
Yeah, maybe secure a perimeter.
Yeah, that would work.
You just section it off.
Yeah, that's smart, Turnip.
Okay, so the guards will section off part of the city while you guys go in and deal with the portal.
Oh, did she give us another stone for closing the portal?
Yes, I was just about to say. So she will give you another stone to close the portal.
Why don't Eva hold on to that? Because apparently she can fly and all that.
I'm a little.
We still have not had time to discuss the fact that you're a fucking angel.
That
some sort of angel of death.
Something
That's
like
kind
that.
of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Angel, I just thought she knew how to grow wings.
But the big feathery golden wings, that seems kind of angelic. I mean, would we know what an Azamar is?
You can. I kind of leave those decisions up to you. If you think it is likely that your character would know, I'm okay with you using your meta knowledge because these things do exist in that world. So I would rather leave that up to you to say sort of if you think your character would be likely to know it. If you want to do a roll and kind of base off of that, you're welcome to. But I think you know your character better than I do, so it would be what you think she would likely know.
Okay, I think I was raised by a bunch of religious nuts, so I would have heard of like the people who can grow angel wings and heal and are messengers of gods or whatever, like the stereotypes of an Azamar.
What about you? You think you know anything? No, I don't. No, that's why I'm asking you. No, because because you'll be doing all that stuff anyways. Oh, really? Really? That's what we're gonna do right now? I mean, you was giving me holy powers and everything anyway. I just thought you knew. All right, all right. We'll settle it then. You don't know. It's all right. You don't know everything. I don't know everything either. All right.
All eyes on Turnip.
All right.
I hadn't considered I was anything other than human, so question mark.
I mean, they're glowing golden wings. That would also explain your healing. I don't know if it explains the knives, but you're not like the daughter of a god or something, right?
I never knew my father.
Wouldn't know.
Don't know my father. No idea.
Immediately, starts taking notes in my notebook again, just pulling it out, writing shit down. This just got so interesting.
Also, while we're thinking about the upcoming fight, I suggest you use this. And she reaches into her backpack and hands you a light crossbow.
Oh, lovely. Yes, I can stay back. I mean, I've got some little spells, but I don't want you think.
And like her quiver of 40 bolts to go with it.
Oh, bless. Thank you. Yeah, should any of you drop? I can't magically. I'm still, studied medicine. I could probably stop you from bleeding out, but I'm not going to be able to heal you. Sure. So that's on the table. I won't let any of you die, but just so we're clear, limited.
I
Anyway,
don't think I can do the wings again. Uh, I feel exhausted from doing it the first time. I think I'd need to rest before I could do it again. It does feel like I could do the healing
Cora writes
thing
that down.
again.
Okay. Fascinating.
All right.
Just
So
not
with
distracted by this.
some plans in place, with some newfound information about yourselves and each other, you guys head back to the dock ward. This seems to be a running theme. You're getting more and more familiar with the dock ward. Cassandra sends out. She sends out a couple of those paper crane birds that you have that you received yourselves just this morning. And as they fly away, she tells you that that should sort things out. She's got some contacts in the guards. She sort of says it'll be unofficial, their assistance, but she will make sure that they stay out of the area and they're nearby in case you need you need to call for any help.
Thank you.
And she says, I've provided your description so they're aware of who you are, and they will accord you some courtesies that they may not normally accord the general public.
How
Much
much would
appreciated.
a hackney cost us to get back to the dock ward?
It's a long walk, isn't it?
She will happily pay for you to take a hackney
Yeah.
back there. She's not going to make you traipse back and forth, especially when she knows she's sending you into a fight. So Cassandra will cover that cost quite happily. And you guys head back to the dock ward to the general area where you have been told that this portal is believed to be. And when you get there, all of Turnip's worst fears sort of come to fruition as there is a thick smoke in the air.
Well, yeah, look at that. I was right.
Fuck. Off we go.
Okay. I guess Eva will try and kind of scout ahead and see if she can work out.
I will reach up and kind of grab your shoulder as you're going. And I will do two things. One is I will cast guidance, so you just feel a little luckier. And then you notice the shadows kind of begin to wrap around your legs, and I will use Blessing of the Trickster on you.
Ooh, thank you.
You hear almost like a little kind of laugh in the back of your head as it happens. Not like a menacing, just kind of like a little amused chuckle.
That's weird, but thank you. We'll discuss this later, I think.
I think it's just the gods. Anyway, good luck.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
she's gonna.
Eva, if you're gonna do some scouting, you're gonna do this
Yep.
stealthily.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, make me a stealth check.
Okay.
have guidance and advantage.
Yep. I have that
Let me
on.
quickly bring out my weapon real quick. I'll summon.
Nice roll, Eva.
23.
Turnip summons his weapon, ready at hand, just in case.
Oh, before I start moving on, Eva kind of she kind of looks at you and does a weird thing, like with her neck. She kind of tilts her head to one side. Her eyes glow gold for a microsecond, and this happens. Choosing Cora as the point of contact.
Neat.
Reaches up to my proficiency dice, so Cora and Hal, I guess.
Turnip.
Oh, you don't want
Turnip.
Hal's
You don't
version.
want
It's just
Hal
gonna
in
be
your head.
Yeah,
it'll
fair.
be like
Yeah, fair.
TV static.
Yeah. And then for ignore the 11. For 5 hours, we have telepathic communication.
Nice. Sorry,
Choose
did you end
Hal.
up choosing Turnip or Hal?
I chose Turnip.
You chose Turnip, okay.
Yeah. Because if it was Hal, all you'd hear the entire time would be tag me and tag me and tag me and tag me and tag me.
Yeah. Okay, and then she's going to kind of stealthily wander away. Oh, and then you hear a message. I think I found the fire. It's
Holy shit.
just up ahead.
You're in my head.
Yes, sorry about that. It seemed
No,
necessary.
you're so full of tricks. Holy shit. All right.
There's this ahead of me. Like, can I like skirt my way underneath it without getting burned?
You can, yes.
Okay, just gonna try and sneak underneath it. Oh my! And I found the source of the fire. Please come to me. Ahead. Take a from your direction that is a right, and follow the corridor round.
All right.
All right.
I imagine
Gentlemen
it must be
first.
really weird for Hal. Like they're hearing my voice in their heads, and he's hearing absolutely nothing.
But I'm
They're
like
both
nodding like I'm
responding.
hearing a conversation.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think Hal's going to do anything until somebody tells him to, and then you have to direct.
I will.
Am I running in? Am I sneaking in?
I'll message back to Eva. Running or sneaking? Hal wants to know.
Sneaking probably. I don't want this thing to see us.
Oh, he won't be. This thing.
That's going to go badly.
I'll relay to Hal. Try to be quiet, and I'll
Okay.
I'll boop him for
yeah.
guidance.
I'm gonna try and put
Okay.
myself over here, Kirsty, as like just to get.
Yeah, you're fine. Let's get a group stealth check. So let's get everyone rolling stealth. Eva, you can roll again, please.
Okay. Do I
You
still
have blessing of
advantage?
the trickster. It does remain.
Hell yeah. I don't have your guidance anymore, though, do I?
No, but I will guide myself.
Stealth. 25 rogues, man.
17.
Well, we got half succeeded and half failed. How do I roll that? I am going to say that the creature seems to be aware of your presence, but unbothered by it. And I will just, so Eva's already seen this. As the rest of you sneak around, you can see the fire. Turnip, that fire that's down there, you can walk past it without it creating you any kind of problems.
All right.
And you guys see a creature that is quite terrifying to behold when you peek around the corner. It is made of fire. It has a long spear-like thing in its hand. It sort of looks like a snake, but a snake of fire. It is standing where it is standing. The street itself, the stones are on fire. The buildings around it are on fire, and there is a portal in behind the creature, and the portal seems to be on fire as well. It sort of turns and looks at the group of you, but doesn't seem to attack yet. But it does seem ready for that. And it sort of reaches out one of its arms and just touches the wall of the building beside it, and the building lights on fire. And you see this weird expression of joy on the creature's face.
I will be actively taking the hide action over here.
Yeah. So I just need I have a quick question because I might have an idea. How does the gem work again? You just have to you activate the spell and then you concentrate on it, and you have to be within 10 feet of the portal.
Correct.
You have
And
to
it takes
take
your
the magic
action.
action. Yeah, you have to take the magic action every
It takes your
turn
magic
to
action.
do
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my duplicate could go stand by the hell portal and be unbothered.
Can your duplicate take actions like that?
I can take actions through it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I could hold onto the gem and I can cast things as if I were in its space.
Okay.
So I can, if you give me the gem, I can just like duck around the corner and send it up. It can be, I think, 120 feet away from me.
Okay. Yeah. If you discussed that beforehand, Eva would very happily have handed it off to you.
I would like you would get that like live running through my head of trying to figure out that plan. Being okay, I think this maybe are. Shit. So if you'll give me the gem, I'll take it.
Okay, so Cora's going to handle the gem. I will give you another U.
Yeah, I think I can summon it. How far can she be summoned? So I can summon it within 30 feet of myself, but then I can move it up to 120 feet away.
I'll just get rid of this. I need to. Okay, you should be able to move. Oh, you might not be able to move her. Hang on, let me give you privileges to do that.
Thank you.
Controlled by. There we go. All right.
All right. So a second me steps out of the flame and like brushes some ash off herself really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll step up. Are we going forward? Are we engaging? What are we
Hal just leans towards Turnip and goes like, I don't think your rope's gonna work on this guy.
I will say in my head and whisper to Hal, I'm gonna send me in. It'll probably set that thing off. Are we all right?
I think he just likes to watch things burn, so it might be fine.
Okay,
I mean, this part of the city could use a rejuvenating fire. It's fine.
We'll talk about that later. I'm going to go hide around this corner.
Okay, so everyone who's hiding, give me a stealth check, please.
I'll leave Blessing of the Trickster on Eva.
Thank you.
Although I miss it right now. I will guide myself though, because you'll pry that out of my cold dead hands. Fuck. Only 12.
12, okay. What is...
Okay, I'm sending her in.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she will just jog on up, completely unaffected by the flames, really unaffected by anything.
So as she gets to here, the salamander is going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
It whips around with its tail, slashing into her. And the tail obviously slashes through her, not into her. But it seems to enrage.
I'm so injured.
It seems to enrage the creature that she's not on fire. And that is going to trigger our initiative. So let's everybody roll, please.
Okay.
All right, and Eva, you have your choice as always if you want to stay put or switch.
How would you like to go first?
Yeah, I mean, that works for me. It's not going to change my plan at all.
Mm-hmm. I will swap with Hal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, run and snack.
Yeah, I'm relatively hidden. I can keep that hide if it pays attention to you.
So we'll give Hal a 19 and Eva an 11.
That's such a fun ability.
It is. It's so cool. Criminal background is hella worth it.
And Hal, with that, you are up.
Hal takes his movement, charges in.
Okay, it is hot as you get close to the salamander. Things are on fire. It is really warm.
Figured it would be. And we are going to swing with the sword. Hopefully hit. Nope. Not with that. Take 3 damage.
Chris.
Hey, it's not a 7. It's going up. We're getting there.
Right, creature takes 3 points of damage. Lets out a
that's
bellow
my
of
turn.
rage.
Actually,
Now this is interesting.
I know I'm going to take damage standing here.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. It says any creature that hits it with a melee attack.
I didn't hit though. It's a miss.
Did not. Yep.
But
you grazed it, but I feel like that's such a technicality.
I know, right? So we'll say that you didn't hit it and you're not going to take the damage, and that's going to be the ruling from now on with this.
Sure.
It's going to be interesting how these 2014 and 2024 things interact until we get 2024
Yeah.
monsters.
Yeah, when we get the monster manual for 2024 and we have this version, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll just go with that. If everyone's cool with that ruling.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hal, anything
Oh man,
else?
I'm gonna take aura damage from this thing standing this close, but I think that's just how it's gonna be.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay, duplicate me is going to, knowing that this thing gets angry, it's good to know. So she's going to skip on through its space gleefully. And she's going to turn around to it and put her like thumb on her nose and stick her tongue out at it and kind of taunt it a bit. And just kind of be like, I'm not on fire, you didn't get me. And hopefully try to draw its ire. And then back here in safety, I will begin to close the portal.
Okay. So this is round 1 of the portal beginning to be closed. Nice. You guys are starting to do this quickly now. I love it. Okay.
Also, would it have made an opportunity attack against my duplicate as it tried to walk away?
You know what? Let's do an intelligence roll here.
Okay.
I think that it has recognized that your duplicate is not real.
Okay, fair enough. All right, that's me. I am so content back here where I am, far from this thing.
Okay. Turnip.
All right, I'll move up a little bit first, and I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself.
Cool. Okay. Always a good choice.
Okay.
Why isn't it working?
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna spend a healing light charge to get myself up a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, I won.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna stay here for now because it's hot, and Hal's at full health anyway. So
There we go. Okay. The salamander. When we're done this fight, I'm going to take off the dynamic lighting so you guys can see the map because it looks so cool. All right. He is going to attack once with his spear. He's actually going to take it and throw his spear at Turnip.
Oh.
what the fuck did I do to him?
Oh, he's only got one spear. Never mind. He's not. He's going to use it to hit the person closest to him. So this is going at Hal because Hal, you're the only one he can reach at the moment. So 24 to hit with his spear.
Funnily enough, that actually hits. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Managed. That's what, 20 damage? Oh, I'm at 5.
Oh.
Oh god. I rolled really well for damage. And really well
Don't worry.
back.
I'm having a wizard come back. It'll be great.
I have a wizard. Those are front line.
Yeah, if we have a wizard, our fights will be from like 50 feet away only.
All right, bring the tail on. Come on. You know it's coming.
Tail, yeah.
Oh my god. No, this will miss.
That hits. 17 is my AC.
Fuck.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly enough, that kills me.
Downs you.
Downs you. Doesn't kill you. Downs you.
Close enough. My total health was 25, so it was pretty close.
Oh, jeez.
That has to do that. What has to be from 0?
Yeah,
so
it has to be 0 to
do
minus
30.
25. Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
oh my god.
All right, that ends the salamander's turn. Eva.
Okay, Eva is going to roll out of hiding, or like duck out of hiding, and throw a dagger. Advantage from being hidden from it. Yee. Okay, let's go. So first blade.
That'll hit.
Yay. Okay. So we've got sneak attack on this. Oh, that's good.
Nice. 18.
2d6. Wait a minute. We are level 3, aren't we? Yes, good. Okay. So yeah, 18 damage. And then swing with the offhand, still with advantage because I hit the first time. 19.
Will hit.
Assume it's going to hit. Yep. For another 6. And then she is going to hightail it over this way and like baseball slide into cover.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I'm going to be like half out of cover so that the stream can see what the hell's happening.
Sure, absolutely. Hal, you are up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear. You can see Hal, he's lying there beside the salamander and his body is starting to char from the flames nearby. Cora.
I'm around a corner, kind of just trying to hide. I will continue to close the portal, obviously. I assume the buildings around us are all like heavily on fire.
So the one behind you here is, and the one in front of you is.
Okay. Because I was gonna. Okay, now it's too late now. I was gonna say, why don't we just all hide and I send my duplicate back in? But it's so far too late for that. Okay, I just continue to do that.
Okay.
I don't even know if I know that Hal's down. I'm hiding around a corner and I can't see through my duplicate at the moment.
Okay.
All right.
Spend 2 bonus action. Spend 2 charges of healing light. Hal goes back up. 5.
Hal the
Thank you.
yo-yo.
4.
Yeah,
That's honestly, I think I'm gonna have to change my character's nickname to that. It's gonna be Hal Yo-Yo Thunakalate.
that's a fun name.
Hal Punching Bag Thunakalate.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, it's only a 15.
15 will hit.
Oh, sweet. Or 7.
7.
Radiant.
Okay. All right, the salamander's turn. Hal is still prone on the ground, so I think the salamander is going to turn its focus onto Turnip.
Okay, I'm gonna spend.
Here comes...
But don't roll yet. I'll spend a lucky point to impose disadvantage for you.
Oh, cool. Okay. So here comes my spear attack, which will be with disadvantage.
Yep, and I have mirror image. 14 is a miss.
Oh, thank
Yes!
Oh, nice. That would have
You
been a
pro
fucking
gamer, holy shit.
nasty crit.
All
That's a
right, and
clutch
here
move.
comes his tail.
20 will hit.
Okay,
I don't
so
want to
let's
spend
see if
all
it
my
gets...
luck points just yet. Hits a duplicate.
Nice. Well done.
Good round Turnip.
Turnip the unkillable, holy shit.
Yep.
Tank
Okay.
with 15 AC. Let's go.
Yep. Best tank. Okay. Lean out of cover and throw a blade at it.
Sure.
So it is well within range. Let's go. 18. I seem to remember that was past its AC. So let's do another. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Right.
And then offhand.
Nice.
Another hit.
For another 4.
For another 4.
She's
Well
just
done.
like. She's just like as if she's like emptying her jacket of blades. She's just like throw.
Awesome.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Hal.
Hal takes a deep breath, staring up into the sky through the smoke, and then slowly stands up. And he's gonna swing with the greatsword.
Okay. Oh, I just realized I forgot battle music.
There's a 14.
It's been playing in my head the whole time. Don't worry.
14 does not hit.
Oh my god.
Take 3 damage.
At least you have the.
Yeah, at least you're doing damage.
Yeah, you're doing so much. You're taking hits for us, which is the most important thing.
I don't think any of my spells are going to be useful at the moment, so I will just stand here to take a hit.
Listen, I'm grateful for that because that first round would have auto-killed me. It did my max after it would have been down. So I'm glad you're up there. I'll turn to Eva and be like, how's it going out there? Because I can't fucking see, but I will just
focus.
keep concentrating.
Focus on your spells. I'll tell you in a minute. Not great, but we're
Oh,
we're
God.
still in it.
Okay.
going.
Fuck. And I will, keep concentrating. Duplicate me is just kind of like looking stressed. Oh, I also want to. Sorry. Can I look and see if we're being spied on? Do I see an orb or a person?
Sure, give me a perception.
Unguided, because that's an action. Perception. 16.
Or you see another eyeball.
Fuck.
Looking
I'll
down.
double birds it.
You point it out to me. I'll make you. I'll take care of it.
All right. Yeah, I'll point it out, and me and my duplicate both give it the double birds. But that's it.
Okay. And this is round 2 of you focusing on the portal, right?
Yes, I triggered it the first round, and then I've concentrated on it 2 rounds past that.
Right. So
This
it
is 3 then.
disappears next round.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
Alright.
Turnip.
Alright, I will swing.
Okay.
No. Alright, I'm gonna spend my heroic inspiration to re-roll immediately.
Okay.
And I have to take this new roll. For an 18.
Nice.
That's more like it.
12.
Ooh, good roll.
Go, Turnip.
Radiant. Alright, am I afraid? Well, actually, no. Hal's actually useful right now as a kind of the whole up and down thing. In case he
shield.
gets down again. Yep.
All right. Is he gonna go? I think Turnip's the one that hit him this round. I think he's gonna focus his fire on you, Turnip.
Okay. So I
Here
will
comes
use
Spear.
use my last lucky point to impose disadvantage.
Okay. First attack for disadvantage is an 8. That's a hard
So
miss.
if only that 14 was going to miss too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh well.
And here comes the. Oh, I just realized I forgot about the heated body thing. Oh, damn it. Okay, next round. Tail attack.
Miss.
Nice.
It's gonna miss. All right.
Nice,
Incredible
nice,
fight.
nice.
That ends his turn.
Okay, main hand I'm going to throw at the salamander.
Okay.
I'm assuming that'll hit for 10. Bad roll on the
Nice.
sneak attack. And then
his
she
first
wheels.
fade. His flames are starting to flicker.
Good stuff. And then offhand, she wheels around, sights on the eye that was pointed out to her, and it's going to take a shot at that.
Sure.
Do not have advantage on this one. Yeet.
That's enough.
Yay.
It
For
hits the
7
eye
points.
right in the eyeball, and the eye disappears, and your dagger clatters to the ground. Oh, it's
My
not a, it's
my
not a
dagger just
real
disappears.
dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
my
just
dagger
disappears.
disappears. Yeah. Cool.
Well done.
Good spotting.
Alright.
Dealt with. Keep focusing on the spell. We're doing all right. And that
Okay.
is my turn.
Right. Well,
Okay. I'm gonna swing the greatsword.
okay.
Come on, you got this.
Nope.
Oh my God,
Take 3 damage.
Chris. I'm gonna for Christmas. I'm gonna
3.
send you some like sage or something. You need to cleanse your everything.
You're getting him 3 damage at a time.
Yeah, you
That's
know
it.
what? You're
I'm
not.
whittling
Yeah.
away.
Mm.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do here. Everything I have kind of relies on hitting, so not really.
All right, Cora.
Okay.
The portal.
Yes. Can I peek my head around the corner and see if I can take a quick peek through the portal just to confirm it's like a big fiery piece of shit?
Yeah, absolutely. You peek your head around the corner, and yes, you see a big fiery piece of shit. The portal on the other side of the plane is a plane of fire. You can see lava and volcanic peaks exploding. There is fire everywhere, and you see these strange creatures that look like snakes that are much smaller than the one that is here, that are like, I was going to say swimming in the flames, but I guess that works, towards the entrance to the portal, but the portal closes before they can come through.
Okay.
Anything, Cora?
Nope. Close portal. Both me and my duplicate flash a thumbs up. Yeah, that. I think that's all I want to do. I don't want to get caught on fire.
Turnip.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my last healing light charge because I have no more ways to just impose disadvantage on it.
Okay.
I'll try to heal myself as much as I can. For the flurry that's about to be unleashed on me. And I am going to swing. 17.
Nice.
Hit. 8.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
Oh, the burning body.
Oh, burning body. Thank you. So 8 fire damage. And Salamander is going to I think once at Turnip and once at Hal. Spirit Hal, tail at Turnip. I'm so sorry, Hal.
Do I have to say anything? Of course it hits. I'm down.
And here is the tail.
That's a hit. And a duplicate is gone.
Nice. Okay.
Poor Hal.
Turn. Eva, you're up.
Okay. So blade at him. So at the. Oh, I'm so glad for that advantage.
That's gonna hit, obviously.
For 11.
Oh, he's still standing.
Okay, offhand.
That's a hit.
Oh, ignore the sneak. It's 5. Ignore the sneak.
How do you kill him?
Nice.
I think like the first hit kind of staggers him back, and then the second goes through something vital, and it just kind of slumps to the ground.
Awesome.
And then she is going to run towards Hal. Unfortunately, that is all I can do for my turn, but
we are out of combat at this time, so you can
Okay.
go ahead and tell us what you do when you arrive at Hal's side.
She runs to his side, like slides on her knees to him and does the healing hands.
Okay.
Ignore the sneak. I don't sneak attack on healing, sadly.
Sadly. Okay, Hal, you'll take 4 points of healing.
Bring
The
you back to
creature's
the world
body,
of
by
living.
the way, just sort of like incinerates into fire and is gone.
Al comes to and goes, "Did you guys capture it?"
That was not an option. There was nothing we could capture it with.
For next time we can get like a candle or something and just try to put it on the end.
I mean, might be happy. Get to burn stuff forever.
It could be fun. Duplicate me is gonna walk in and just like pat Hal on the head. You all right?
It's hard to breathe. I think we should leave before we all
Yeah.
pass out from the smoke.
Yes, I've got shitholes to do with putting out fire, so
Let's go. We can get the civilian. We can get the fire brigade in. And get out of here.
yes. I start jogging on because I think we did better this time, you know?
We did a lot with not a lot.
So
yeah,
you
Doopy
guys...
jogs along beside us before she just kind of fades away.
Okay, yeah. And as you guys are walking, you do hear the sound of people coming with buckets to put out the fires. Fire in Dockward is a bad thing. A lot of the houses are shoddily made of wood and are very close together. So the response is pretty quick as people start getting buckets and things going. There are city guards that are nearby who are aiding in that, thanks to you asking Cassandra for their assistance. And you guys all head out into Waterdeep to take a much needed rest. So everybody can long rest your characters before next session, and you can also level up to level 4.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Oh shit. Oh, we can't use the easy level up module thingy.
We cannot use the easy level
No.
up, unfortunately. Neither of the character sheets will permit leveling up. The 2024 ones are still a hot mess.
Okay, that makes me
so-
feel a bit better.
Yeah, it's a. But I will tell you this: I do have the compendium in here, so you can copy and paste from the compendium just to save yourself some typing at least. And hopefully it won't be too awful to do.
All I get is one more prepared spell, one more second level spell, and it's an
A feat
ASI.
or yeah.
Like I said, level 4 is an
same.
ASI, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
usually, unless you
Great.
take a feat.
No,
or
I'm just gonna
something.
up my wisdom.
I'm taking a feat.
It would probably be worth taking a feat, like
right,
I know getting 2 wisdom is tempting, but all of the feats give you an ASI as well, like a half ASI. So I would go
I'll
for a
look over
feat if
them.
I was
Fine.
you.
I also get
So I'm
another
taking Great
cantrip.
Weapon Master.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So I can keep swinging and missing terribly, but it'll be a little bit closer.
It'll be
Is there a
glorious.
cleric cantrip we wish I had?
I'm not sure what
Spare
you
the
have.
Dying might be nice if you don't already have it.
Do we?
Since I
Oh
see
yeah,
you
true.
die a lot.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna take Spare the Dying for Hal's
For Hal.
sake. Can I just? Yeah, it's just called Spare the Hal.
Honestly, with how much I'm getting my ass beat, I'm seriously considering dipping into Barbarian. Just to get rage.
I mean, that could be. Yeah, if you're super angry because you keep getting your ass kicked.
Well, you got a week to think about it. So we'll play next Saturday as per usual, and yeah, continue on with our adventures. Speaking of holidays and stuff coming up, I should be good for the 7th and the 14th in December. And then the 21st and the 28th, I probably will not be able to play. I have family coming to visit.
Okay.
But I would be good back on the 4th. How does that sit with people? And
that works.
Just double check that.
Great for me.
It does.
So
it's
no
terrible,
21st.
but I will put up with it.
Yeah, making us go without D&D for 2 weeks. How could you?
Well, I will try. I do have my holiday tradition of running some one-shots, and I am going to try and do that. It probably will be the week of Christmas, and then maybe the week following during the New Year's holidays and stuff. I'm going to try and run some, and Nick, I might try and run some in time zones that work for you.
That would be
so
very
if there's
nice.
anything you particularly want to play, like any system, let me know. Shauna, I don't know. I usually do over Christmas. I try to run like a bunch of one shots, and I do different systems as well as D&D.
Oh, fun!
So sign up as you like. Everyone is welcome. And yeah, if there's anything anybody particularly wants to play, let me know. And yeah, I'll probably run some Call of Cthulhu again, just because everyone seems to be enjoying that one right now, and probably some D&D and I don't know what else. Stuff with stupid holiday Christmassy themes. Just
oh yeah,
I have some cool texture packs that I'd like to use. Okay, good game, everybody, and I will see you all next week.
Thank you. Yes, see you next
Sounds
week.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the session.
Bye, guys.